Let's talk about the worst Venus placements in astrology. If you have Venus in Virgo or the sixth house, or Venus in Scorpio or the eighth house, then welcome to this video. This means you have the worst Venus placement for love and money. I'm just kidding. Actually, Venus is not very comfortable in either of the signs or houses. Because, for instance, Venus is not in harmony with Mercury, nor is it in harmony with Pluto. So why is it the case? What is Venus in Virgo, for instance, does for you? So Virgo is an earth sign and it belongs to the sixth house of health, routine, and when Venus is positioned in either the sixth house or Virgo, this means that Venus is in fall because it don't feel comfortable, meaning that Venus is a more of a passive planet. It wants to relax, it wants to enjoy the good times, it wants to be in the present moment, it wants to be more in a feminine, receptive, calm, like not wanting to change anything, but just be in a perfect, harmonious environment. However, Virgo sixth house is health, routine, it's Mercury, it's mind. Virgo is known to be a perfectionist, and sixth house is also health. And the Virgo mind is not a passive mind like a Venus, which is Libra. The reason being that Virgo is striving for perfection, but in the way they go about the perfection, reaching that perfection, they constantly think and overthink and are judgmental of things, people, situations, because that criticism that they have, the judgmental part that they have, allows them to understand what to get rid of and what to keep so that we create that perfection, right? They have this keen eye for detail. And not that Libra doesn't have that, but Libra is more able to just relax in relationships if she feels in harmony and if she likes the person. That's why it's not very good position for Venus, because Virgo is constantly thinking, and in relationship, in love, you don't want to think, you want to be, you want to focus on the good times, be present with your partner, feel that love, that harmony, that balance, that being admired by your partner. Virgo will not even allow themselves to be admired because they will constantly overthink the dynamic. Like, is he thinking about me this, or are they judging me, or whatever? Like, it's pretty bad. Like, Virgo is constantly overthinking because they have this perfectionist mind. So that's why Venus and Virgo can't relax in love. People don't trust others. They are judgmental and critical, like they have a certain way of being in love, and they're also very reserved. It's not those people who are very needy of others in love. These people are actually more detached, and they're more masculine, if it's a woman. Venus in Virgo or Venus in the sixth house, because they have this working mind in love. So they're gonna judge the entire relationship dynamic, because they're never content with it. And that's why people say that it's hard for Venus and Virgo to get married, which is not true. But Venus and Virgo is a whole another level of lesson and karma for you, because by being so judgmental, not that it's bad, it's a good placement not to be played, not to get played, not to be used for your resources, because you're constantly on the lookout in love, so you're not delusional. This is a good sign, but also you need to balance it out so that it don't work against you, such as overthinking the dynamic, which is probably there's nothing wrong with it, but you overthought it and now it became wrong. So this is also possible with Virgo Venus. So, and this karma for you is to realize that nobody is perfect, and love is actually ugliness. Love is neurosis. That's also Venus and Virgo understands. Love is betrayal possible. Love is ugly. Like, nobody is perfect. And we all have wounds, and we just have to accept ourselves and love ourselves no matter how ugly we are, kind of thing. That's what Venus Virgo needs to understand. Then Venus in Scorpio or Venus in the eighth house is also not a very good placement, because here Venus is not in full, Venus is debilitated, meaning in detriment, or in other words, in detriment. So what does it mean? So when Venus is in detriment, it can't express. So we know that Pluto, eighth house, Scorpio energy, intense emotion water sign, but it's a different water sign. It's like intense feelings about situations. Again, Venus is passive. It doesn't want control. Pluto wants control. Scorpio wants control. So Venus again can't express itself in you. And you start to not overthink, but you start to get overly suspicious, which is, Venus and Virgo. Unable to open up, unable to trust other people, because very skeptical of other people. Why? Because probably somebody betrayed them, or they didn't get the love that they always wanted. And now they get skeptical that they will ever get it, or that the love that they want actually exists. These people, again, they see love as a raw emotion. And whereas Venus is all about light emotion. See, when Venus is in either eighth house or has an aspect with Pluto, even, or especially the bad aspect, the opposition or square, or in Scorpio, then it's possible, you guys, that you have this repressed Venus. You can't express, you can't be vulnerable with other people, even when it's a trustworthy person. You still have this underlying fear of people betraying you. And actually, this becomes your self-fulfilled prophecy, because this is on your subconscious mind level, and you're projecting it. Scorpio will get very deep in their psychology and will reinvent themselves, but so you can't really run away from yourself, you know what I mean? So that's what's up. So this is what's going on, okay, with these placements. So it's difficult. However, the love that you guys find, both Venus placements that I talked about, is pure, because it's real, it's raw. And also Scorpio Venus loves a lot of sex, and they love like flesh, and they love your flesh. They're cool. So yeah, if you want somebody to be really obsessed over you, like on an animal level, then definitely. But if you guys have a badly aspected Venus, which is either in Scorpio 8th house or 6th house Virgo, or it's in harder aspects with malefic planets such as Mars, Saturn, Pluto, Sun can be too, and Jupiter, which can create delusion. If you have like Jupiter opposition with Venus, then you definitely might want to go to check out the crystals and the supplements and find the correspondences, which is electional astrology, with those planets. Get those crystals, for instance, the clear crystal for determination, resilience, and stuff like that. Crystal that represents a planet that you lack energy in. So definitely do that and check out a link in my bio. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.